In nearly every history book, the story of Maharana Pratap ends in 1576. We are told he lost at Haldigati and spent the rest of his life as a fugitive. But the standard narrative omits the most important part of the record. This antique map illustrates the scale of the Mughal war machine. By the late 16th century, Emperor Akbar's borders reached across the subcontinent, supported by a professional army and a treasury that appeared inexhaustible. Yet, the Battle of Haldigati took place here, in a tight bottleneck of steep, rocky cliffs. This terrain stripped the Mughal army of its numerical advantage, forcing thousands of soldiers into a space where only a few hundred could fight. As the Mughals pressed forward with heavy firearms, Pratap attempted to break the center of their formation. He ordered his war elephants to charge directly into the heart of the enemy lines. If Akbar won a decisive victory that day, as the textbooks suggest, the events that followed should show a broken resistance. Instead, the record shows something else. Consider the case of Ram Prasad. A massive war elephant and a primary asset of the Mewar army, he created such chaos among the Mughal ranks that Akbar's commanders had to deploy their two most aggressive elephants just to contain him. When his rider was killed by a stray arrow, Ram Prasad was finally captured. Akbar viewed the animal as a prize of war, moving him to the imperial stables and renaming him Pir Prasad. The emperor ordered his finest handlers to serve the elephant royal food and water. But for 18 days, Ram Prasad refused to touch any of it. He chose to starve rather than accept anything from his master's enemy. On the 18th day, the elephant died in his chains. The death of Ram Prasad signaled the psychological state of Mewar. This was not the behavior of a defeated people. It was an early indication that the spirit of the rebellion remained intact. For the next 6 years, Maharana Pratap used the Aravalli Mountains to his advantage. He utilized this arid, punishing terrain to launch hit-and-run strikes, turning the region into a constant security nightmare for the Mughal garrisons. But guerrilla tactics alone could not reclaim the kingdom. To drive the Mughals out, Pratap needed a standing army, which required a massive injection of capital his treasury simply didn't have. The solution arrived when Bama Shah, an advisor and childhood friend, donated his personal wealth, 25 lakh rupees. This was enough to fund an army of 25,000 men for 12 years. With these funds, the Mewari resistance was restructured. What had been a scattered group of warriors became a fully equipped professional military force. This massive private donation allowed Pratap to shift from survival to a large-scale offensive. In 1582, the new army struck at Dwar. Pratap's forces emerged from the mountain passes in a coordinated ambush against the Mughal command center. During the height of the fighting, Prince Amar Singh charged Sultan Khan, the Mughal commander of the region. The force of the spear strike was so great that it passed through Sultan Khan and his horse, pinning them together. At the same time, Maharana Pratap engaged Balo Khan, a commander known for his previous successes in the field. In a single sword stroke, Pratap sliced through Balo Khan's armor and his horse. The impact was witnessed by the entire Mughal vanguard. The removal of their top commanders in such a violent, visible manner caused an immediate breakdown in the Mughal chain of command. With their leadership dead, the Mughal lines disintegrated. Panic spread through the ranks as the Rajput forces closed in. This manuscript records the scale of the collapse. While often minimized in modern accounts, contemporary records show 36,000 Mughal soldiers laid down their weapons and surrendered. In the 24 hours that followed, 36 separate outposts across Mewar were overrun or abandoned. Pratap used this momentum to reclaim the kingdom's key fortifications, including Udaipur and the formidable walls of Kumbhalgarh. The offensive was so effective that Akbar eventually halted all major military operations in Mewar, allowing the region to remain independent until Pratap's death. The events at Diwar represent one of the most successful counterattacks in the region's history. If you found this perspective on the 1582 campaign insightful, subscribe to help us bring more overlooked chapters of history to light. Let us know in the comments which historical figure you want us to cover next.